Alright, so let's talk about how we would make a up counter from D flip-flops, and this I've drawn in here. This is the equivalent of a 74 LS 74. Okay, these would be, and that IC has two of these D flip-flops in the package. So how this would work is we would basically take the clear on both and tie it to 5 volts, and the preset and tie it on both to 5 volts. Alright, so once we do that, alright, we're going to have some outputs, and these outputs are going to represent our counter. So this is going to be a 0 to 3 up counter. Alright, so to do that, this Q that comes from the first clock, okay, is going to go to an LED, and it's what we would call Q0. This one would go to an LED, and it would be Q1. Alright, and so let's look how some of these other pieces would work. So what we are going to do is we would take a wire, and so to the first flip-flop we're going to run the clock into the frequency generator. Then here we're going to go from not Q to D. Okay, so we go from not Q to D there, and then we go into, the other thing we do is we go from there also into so not Q is actually going to feed D and the next clock. Alright, so we have these connected to LEDs to be our outputs, and then finally the other thing we're going to have is we will have this not Q going into this D, like that. Right, and that would be how we would make a 0 to 3 up counter. So it would initially start with both lights would be off, that'd be 0. Then this one would be on and this would be off, that'd be 1. This one on, this one off, that's 2. Then both on, that's 3. So that's how we would make a 0 to 3 up counter from D flip-flops.